If you are coming to Ashley's All-You-Can-Eat Lobster Fest, you need to know how to take apart a lobster.
We will be using a Homerus americanus, or American or Maine lobster. A Maine lobster differs from a warm water or spiny lobster by its two dominant claws, one for crushing and one for cutting. The tools we will need are a lobster fork, a lobster cracker, and if you have it, a specialty lobster fork that has a can opener end on it. Real good for taking apart the claws. Step 1. We're going to remove the claws by twisting. 1 and 2. We're going to hold the lobster tail up, tilt it backward a little bit, and bend and twist off the tail. The green stuff in here is the liver or tamale. Some like to eat it, others may not. Then what we want to do is put our thumb in here and pull apart and pull out the legs. And we're going to discard everything else. Now we can remove the tail fins. Just break these right off. Inside the individual tails, you can find little pieces of meat as well. I think these are some of the tastiest. We're going to take our lobster fork, push it up the tail, and push the whole tail out in one piece. Take the fork right with it. Discard the tail shell. Sometimes you may find some roe in the top of the tail here. It's either red or black. Though it's edible, it's up to you whether you want to actually eat it. To open a claw, first we want to remove the little thumb-like part. Just bend it back. There is a little piece of meat in there, we'll get at it. We can break off the claw from the arm. The reason you want to take this little piece off is that when you put the cracker on, if you don't, you could actually break your cracker. Put the cracker on. Don't crush it too hard or you'll just smash the tender meat inside, but we can break off the shell. Now you can take your lobster fork in there and pull it out and you get one full piece of claw. We can crack the little finger too. And get out the meat from that. I'm just going to repeat that for the second claw. Again, take the thumb finger piece off. This one, though skinnier, is usually easier to get the whole finger piece out. And crack this, kind of bend it back, and out comes the claw. Now we can crack the arm. It takes a couple cracks, usually get the whole thing. This is when that other fork comes in really handy if you have it. You can just work right down the claw. And open it up and get the meat out. Now we can take the body here and crack it in half. And this is, I think, some of the best part of the lobster. It's a shoulder meat in here. And it's kind of like the meat in lump crab meat, really sweet and tender. And you can break apart the other. If you want, you can break off the individual legs and just suck the meat right out of the legs. And there you have it, a fully shucked lobster. Enjoy.